Hey, it is an unstoppable day. Welcome to another episode of the Unstoppable Story Show, where we talk to ordinary people with unstoppable stories. I am your host, the one, the only, the incomparable, the unstoppable coach, Terrence Leffridge. And I am so glad that you are here today, where we help you focus more on what you're able to do and less on what's stopping you. And today we have a special show. It is the BTBY Takeover on the Unstoppable Story Show. Yes, we are promoting our annual Becoming the Best You conference. Becoming the Best You conference coming to the Lou, y'all. St. Missouri. We're going to be there February 17th through the 19th, and the only one missing is you. So we need to have your face in the place, and you can do that just by clicking on the ticker below, going to comechangeyourlife.com. We are going to have over 35 speakers and 16 breakout groups to help you put in the work so that you will leave that event becoming a better version of yourself, because that's what it's all about in 2023. If I don't know if you're into numerology, but if you're into numerology, go ahead and put a 1 in the comments and listen to this. When you look at the number 2023, 2023, if you were to add those four numbers up together, the 2, the 0, the 2 plus the 3, that equals 7, y'all. And 7 is the number of completion. Now, what does that mean for me and you? That means that 2023 is the year that we all finish what we start. We all cross that finish line, and we all are going to be completing those things that we have put on the shelf way too long in our lives. And a great way to get started with finishing what you started is to join us at the Becoming the Best You conference, where you'll get the tools, the tips, and the strategies to help you go from good to better to best. Because you know what we say, good, better, best. We can't let it rest till our good becomes our better and our better becomes our best. And that's what you're going to get at the Becoming the Best You conference. Now, after the break, we're going to come back with one of our special guests that are going to be joining us in the Lou February 17th through the 19th. It's none other than, she ain't no stranger to the Unstoppable Story Show. She is the incomparable. She is the infamous Dr. Lotus Richey, helping you to ignite and take flight. She's going to be up right after the break. So stay tuned to the Unstoppable Story Show.
One of the best conferences of the year is finally here, Becoming the Best You conference. Join us live or virtually and hear from the greatest speakers in the country. Brenda Ringwood, Terrence Leffridge, Stacey Wahey, Arcavius Armstrong, Dr. Lotus Richey, Regina Platt, Dr. Rick Bolton, Anthony Russo, Chuck Doyle, Dr. Ruben West, Jennifer Lauren, Jessica Moyer, Dr. Jawanda Rollins-Fells, Dr. Lauren Michaels-Harris, Indy Nam, Tracy Randolph, Isabel Black, Sarah Minguez, Jill Reynolds, Kevin Wilson, Saccone Prince, Definitely Holly, Chuck Prison, Dr. Michael Freeland, Tommy Morgan, Prince Michael, James Griffin, Charlotte White, Aaron Page, Jeremy Nunez, Jeff Markinet Jr., Belton Showell III. Becoming the Best You Conference, February 17th through the 19th, 2023. Clayton Plaza Hotel, St. Louis, Missouri. Get your tickets today.
Absolutely. Get your tickets today. Look at the ticker below. Go to the website, comechangeyourlife.com. You can join us in person in the Lou, or you can join us from the comfort of your own home because we got virtual tickets starting as low as $45. So there's no
Ah,
excuse for you not to become the best version of yourself this year. So we want to see you in the Lou so you know what to do. Go
that's
on
right.
over to comechangeyourlife.com and you will be on the go, especially coming to see one of our special guests. We call her Dr. Lowe, Dr. Lotus Rashay. Ignite and take flight. How are you today, Dr. Lowe?
I am doing simply fabulous, and thank you so much for having me on the show today. How are you
Well,
doing, Terrence?
I am unstoppable. Thank you for asking. We got this bit banter. We just got it down perfected. We got to take this
Oh, yeah.
show on the road. So I'm
Yes.
looking forward to being on the road with you in St. Louis in just a few weeks now. But before we
Yes.
talk about it, let's reintroduce you to our raving fans that have seen you before and introduce you to some who may be new to the Unstoppable Story Show. So take a second and let us know who Dr. Lotus Rashay. See, they're calling already. Who is
I
Dr.
know, right?
Lotus Rashay?
Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Lotus Rashay. I'm the CEO of the Lotus Rashay Coaching and Consulting Group, and I'm also the show host of the Lotus Rashay Ignite Show, news you can use, bring who you are, and of course, 15 Minutes of Success with Dr. Lotus Rashay, where we help people all around the world to expand their reach and raise their revenue by putting them in front of people that need their products and services through video.
Well, that is great. She's a woman who wears many hats, but the beauty of it is she wears them all well. Now, we had the opportunity to really get to know each other and meet each other through social media over the
Yes.
course of this, you know, chaotic past couple of years. That's the best way I can put it.
Yes.
But I tell people nobody got untouched by the pandemic, but some people got touched better than others. And I just want to say publicly that I've been touched for the better
Mhm.
because of meeting you and what you do. You really help people with what you do become the best version of themselves. So with that in mind, I just want to ask you the question: when you hear the phrase "becoming the best you," what comes to mind for Dr. Lowe?
The word every day. The word every day comes to mind. And it comes to mind because becoming the best us isn't something that we just do in one moment in space of time, but it has to be a continuum, an everyday task. Because oftentimes we may think, well, I didn't feel my best today and I didn't get up and do the things that I planned to do today, but yet even during that day, you can make a change. And for the days that may come the next day, and then we know that tomorrow isn't promised, but the everyday that we have the opportunity to make a difference in our own internal being so that it can go outside of ourselves and enhance the world, I think is where we really have to start deep inside so it can go out and do something incredible every day. And that's a part of the ignite and take flight in every area of your life. And that area really starts from the inside out.
I love that every day. So every day, Lotus Rashay ignites a fire under her clients to help them ignite and take flight. Give us some examples of how you make that magic happen with your clients on a daily basis.
Well, not only with the clients, let's talk about this new book I've got. So this new book I've got, I'm not going to call the name yet because you might say, "Hey, Lotus, tell us about that book later." So, but this new book I've got, I'm doing this anthology with 8 other people, and so the way that I ignite the fire this morning, I got up and about 6 something, I sent everybody a text. Hey, what are you doing today to enhance your life? I'm sending you positive energy. And I ask them questions about what they're doing for their own business and what they're doing to help somebody else in business. What primary action that they're doing, because a part of my job on the planet is to ignite people to do the critical thinking and to move into action, not just to give lip service. Okay, because we really have to be about what we say we're about. So that's one of the things that I did today. That's something I did yesterday, and that's something I groom myself to do every day, is to start a fire. And I tell you, this phone, I have turned it down and turned it down, but and thank you everybody for touching base with me. But that's a part of what I do every day to help ignite the passion for my clients, to help ignite the passion for family, friends, and people that I partner with and do business with.
That's a great answer. I love that, and it's, that's how we know we are like-minded individuals, because here at BTBY we created the BTBY community on Heartbeat. It's an app where we can
Yes.
bring all of our community of like-minded BTBYers together. And one
Yes.
of the things we talk about at the beginning of the week and the end of the week is, are you BTBY? Are you becoming the best version of you, and how? So it's a check-in each and every
Yes.
week. We check in with you to see how you BTBY this week. How did you become the best version of you? Did you help somebody else? Did you help yourself? Did you reach out and provide a service? Did you reach out and extend a helping hand? Did you learn something new? Whatever it is, what are you doing on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis to become the best version of yourself, so that you can ignite and truly take flight towards your level
Yes.
of greatness? So I
Yes.
love how you are doing that. What
Thank
made
you.
you decide to lend your services and to align with BTBY?
Well, again, it's about being about what I speak about. And I lean on Mr. Napoleon Hill, the way he put it so eloquently in his book, Think and Grow Rich. He described the mastermind principle. And he said that the mastermind principle, the coordination of knowledge and effort between two or more people who work towards a definite purpose in a spirit of harmony. And he said that no two minds ever come together without thereby creating a third. Okay. And that's the higher vessel, the higher God, or the God energy. And he said this is invisible, intangible, this force. This helps us to come together and be like in mind. And because we are like in mind, we also can master. And I decided to be a part of this movement because this movement offers a mastermind concept in harmony. And that's one of the biggest things that drew me, is because the becoming the best you causes people to do the critical thinking and bring themselves in alignment with peace and harmony, so that they can mastermind within first, and then with the world around them, embracing that this is a good world, embracing that there are great people, embracing that there is a higher source that drives us on. And so that's one of the biggest reasons why I decided to be a part of it, to mastermind, to help bring something precious to the world, so that even long after we are no longer on the planet in physical form, the idea, the essence of the becoming the best you, it still moves forward, and it still creates a time and space for people just to accept themselves for who they are, no matter who they are or where they are in life or on the planet, letting them know that they still have every day to make the change and to make the difference, to become the best them that they can possibly be. So that's a part of why I joined it, because it just gives so much to the world.
And you are giving so much to the world as well, and we appreciate you. There's I love acronyms, as everybody knows who watches the show. And I love this acronym for the word team, because nobody can do it alone. You know, the African proverb says that if you want to go fast, go by yourself. But if you want to go far, go with the team. And team stands for together, everyone achieves more. And because we've come together with a team of like-minded people here at BTBY, we've been able to go far in just a short period of time. And we're looking forward to you guys being a part of the team too by joining us in the Lou February 17th through the 19th. And the reason I say that we're looking forward to you, we're not only just looking for you to be an attendee, because Dr. Lowe, I'm sure she will agree, is that no matter if you're on the stage or if you're in the seat, you learn something. I give something to you to learn from the stage, and I always learn something from the other people that grace the stage. It's a win-win situation. Go ahead. You want to add to that, Lotus?
Yes, and here's the thing too, and I love that you brought that up, because the people that come to the events, we also learn from them as well, because the energy that they give to us as presenters on the stage, they share an energy that sometimes mirrors our energy, or it gives us a space where we can do critical thinking about, okay, what's going on in the audience, what's happening, and our attendees also help us when they come and they talk to us and they share with us their experience as a person in the audience receiving the message, how it impacted their lives, how they can take it out into the world and make the world a better place. And it gives us the ability to say, you know what, thank you, I've got to continue this message, it is making a difference, or maybe to tweak the message a little bit. Or sometimes an attending may say, can you, next time you on stage, you should talk about that more, because that really changed my life, but I wanted to hear more about that instance in your life. And that really helps us to become better at what we do as we serve the world.
I love it. I couldn't have said it better. And that's the reason why we have this conference. Not only do we have the 35 speakers that are going to bless you from the stage, we are going to have 16 different breakout groups over the course of the weekend, so that you can put into action the things that you learn from our speakers and trainers, so that you can walk out and do it on day one, or you can get a chance to do it one day. So definitely, we want you to have your face in the place. Go on over to the website right now, comechangeyourlife.com, and sign up to either be there virtually or in person. Now, Dr. Lowe, when we come back from the break, we're going to get a little sneak peek of what you may be bringing to the party on February 17th through the 19th in the Lou. But for right now, the Unstoppable Story Show is sponsored by Becoming the Best Speaker You Can Be, BTBS. It's an affiliate of the Be Better Now Incorporated, where we also do Becoming the Best You conference. Now, if you are struggling with your confidence as a speaker in just regular conversation, or if you're looking to take it to the next level and become a professional speaker, then the 8-week BTBS Speaker Academy is for you. Come on over to btbspeaker.com and sign up for our winter class that's starting real soon. And here's a testimonial from one of our past students. We'll be right back with the Unstoppable Story Show.
How you doing? My name is James Griffin, and I attended the Becoming the Best You speaker class hosted by Brenda Ringwood and Terrence Leffridge, Anthony Russo, and I can say that class was amazing. That class provided me with flavor. I was trying to find my voice, and that class provided space for me to find exactly how I can communicate my message in a way that hits the hearts of the people. So I recommend that class to anybody who's looking to find their voice, who's looking to find their flavor.
Right.
You know, when I think about flavor, I think about the voice of Dr. Lotus Richey. Every time she speaks, whether she's speaking live or whether she's speaking virtually, she brings flavor to what she does. And that's the mark of a great speaker. And as James just said to you, he found his flavor because he signed up for the BTB Speaker Academy. And you can find your flavor too, whether it's just to be a better communicator in everyday situations, or whether you want to grace stages like Mr. Unstoppable and Dr. Lowe. The BTB Speaker Academy is for you. Go on right now. Classes are filling up for our winter session right now. So go on over to btbspeaker.com and we'll see you on the BTB Speaker Academy. We're back with the Unstoppable Story Show, hanging out with Dr. Lowe, igniting and taking flight. How you doing, Dr. Lowe?
I am always fabulous, fantastic, and always igniting and taking flight in every area of my life. And I invite you all to do the same.
Well, you know, you have invited some people to do that just the same. We've got Tamar De Leon watching us from the Philippines. She's saying she's watching us. We got Camille Rob, who is watching. Hello to Dr. Lotus Richey. We've got Camille also saying, yeah, we need that help. Absolutely. Speaking to what we talked about earlier. We got Jill Jacobs Reynolds watching us. Lotus has flavor. Yes, Lotus definitely has that flavor. So we thank you guys for watching. Continue to put the comments in as we chop it up with Dr. Lowe about the BTBY experience that's coming up in just a few weeks. I don't call it a conference, Dr. Lowe, because it's much more than that. Our goal here at the BTBY Becoming the Best You is from the moment that you walk through those doors on that Friday, we want to create an experience.
Exactly.
We want to not only feed your stomach, we want to feed your mind and your soul. And that's why we bring the best of the best. And that's why we're bringing you onto the stages on that weekend too. So give us just a little sneak peek, just a little, pull the curtains back just a little bit and give us an idea of what you might be bringing to our audience that weekend.
So Terrence, you talked about really helping people to activate their mind and their soul. So folks, I want to tell you a little bit about something that I'm going to help you do. I want to help you activate your heart space. Come from a heart space of love and igniting yourself from deep within. Because here's the fact. The fire really don't get started good from the outside, right? It's like one of those little coals you buy. Now, many of you know about barbecue, right? You get those little coals, and at first the coal is black and it has a little film on the top of it, and the coal is just sitting there like, yo, what's going on, right? And you're looking at the coal and you're saying to the coal, well, come on, I need to get my food started. I need a flame. And so the coal, when you put a little fire on it, the ignition, it bursts over time into flame. And then that coal holds the heat and it holds the fire. And so that's how I'm going to help you to ignite and take flight from your heart space, to really realize that the fire starts within you. And that's one of the ways you help to become your best self.
Oh boy, you just made me want to go get some ribs right there. But being one, let's take that. Let's go a little deeper with that. We got a couple of seconds. You know, I remember many times going in the backyard and putting the coals out there on the grill and putting the lighter fluid on it, because everything needs a little ignition in its life. But there's this song from back in the day said, "You make your move too soon." Sometimes we can put the coals out there, but we want to light the flyer real quick. And sometimes because we do that, the flame gets out of control. There's something about being in the right place at the right time when it comes to ignition. Another example, I'm here in Florida and in Cape Canaveral, that's where they launch all the rockets, but sometimes they get the rocket to the launching pad, but the timing ain't right for the ignition. So they scrap it, they abort the ignition. And sometimes we got to know that in this journey towards becoming the best you, sometimes it's time to light the fire, or sometimes it's time just to let those coals sit.
Fit.
Some people put coals in this canister and they let the coals get hot organically over their own time, and so that when
Time.
it gets to the right temperature over time, and then watch
Woo!
me now, once it gets to that right temperature, nothing can stop it, and those
That's right.
flames become unstoppable, and you get that great barbecue smell and you get that great
Yes.
barbecue taste because the ignition happened at the right time and in the right place. I think I just said something to somebody. What you think?
Hello. Hello. I think you just said something to somebody, and we hope that you got that, because that's what the whole weekend is really going to be about. That cold. We're gonna keep you warmed up, keep you moving forward all weekend long, all weekend. And so it's the right place at the right time for those of you that are ready to move into action, because we're going to help to ignite that flame within you. But remember, it starts in you. So you've got to want it. You've got to want it more than anyone on the planet wants it for you. And like Napoleon said, this is a part of masterminding. And so when you come and meet all of our incredible speakers, you have the opportunity to mastermind with us in becoming the best you that you can be.
Yes, in Vogue
That's
said
better than having an army.
absolutely. And Vogue said it best: when you free your mind, the rest will follow. And
Rest
this
will
is the
follow.
opportunity for you to get clear on what it
Yes.
is that you want for the rest of 2023. This is the year, this is the moment for you to get started on finishing those things that you haven't completed in your life over time. This is what we
Yes.
talked about. I said it earlier: 2023, you add it together equals 7. It's the
7
year of
of
completion.
completion.
If you don't need any other announcements, if you don't need any, if you're looking for a sign, here it is right there.
Yes.
2023 is your year to become the best version of
Yes.
yourself. And we're here to help you facilitate that, make ignite inside of you that fire that's been dim. It's like that pilot light in the gas tank. It's a little low because nothing has given it a spark. We're the spark, y'all. Come on to the
Yep.
Lou,
Yep.
February
On
17th
to the loo.
through and register at comechangeyourlife.com, and we will help
Yes.
you ignite that fire so that you can take flight and become the best version of yourself. We're going to
Yes.
take a quick break on the Unstoppable Story Show, and we'll be right back with some final thoughts from Dr. Lowe. BTBY Conference is sponsored by Be Better Now Inc., which is a division of the Becoming the Best You family. Come on over and learn how you can go from good to better to best with Be Better Now. We'll be right back with the Unstoppable Story Show.
It's your time, and the Becoming the Best You conference in St. Louis is where you want to be. This 3-day event featuring over 35 impactful speakers with 16 breakout sessions to choose from will help you achieve the best of your life for the rest of your life. Come and dance the night away on Saturday night at the Black Tie Affair and enjoy the live entertainment as we close out Tickling Your Funny Bone with comedian Jeremy Nunez. Get your tickets today and we'll see you there.
Welcome back to the Unstoppable Story Show, the BTBY Takeover, the Becoming the Best You Conference, happening February 17th through the 19th. Going over to comechangeyourlife.com. And in our final seconds that we have with you, Dr. Lowe, we're going to give you the final thoughts as to why people should have their face in the place for the Becoming the Best You Conference.
Well, let me just say, I want to welcome you to get your tickets today. You see that scrolling down below me. Get your tickets today. Why get your tickets? Because it is not common for so many amazing speakers to be in one place, to be in your face, so that you can come and get so much of what they have to offer in one place, in your face. we're not going to leave a trace of negativity. It's all positive, it's all good, and it's all great for you. So I welcome you to come and get that ticket, because like never before, we are going to help inspire you. We are going to help ignite you and empower you to be the very best you that you want to become, as an army of one.
I love it. I love it. Well, there you have it, you guys. If you needed any other motivation, here it is. Dr. Lotus Rashay. Lotus Rashay ignites and take flight. Check her out. Let's put her
Woo-hoo!
information up there so that you can see where you can reach her. She is on all types of social media, way too many for me to say. I'd run out of breath. So you know what we do. We just go ahead and we just put it on up there for you. We put the information right where you can see it, right smack dab in your face. So there was no reason that you don't have your face in the place with Dr. Lotus Rashay. Thank you so much, Dr. Lowe. We love you so much here at the Unstoppable Story Show. And you know, you're always welcome to come back at any time. Just give us a holla and we'll make sure that you are in the place. Thank you, my dear.
Thank you so much. We love you, Terrence Lethbridge, and thank you for all that you do to make the world a better place to be.
I received that, and I thank you so much for that as well. You guys, that is a wrap for this edition of the Unstoppable Story Show, the BTBY Takeover. Again, make sure you have your face in the place, whether it's live or virtual. Going over to comechangeyourlife.com. I'm Terrence, the Unstoppable Coach Lethbridge, and as always, wherever you are in the world today, you know what I say. Become the best version of you and make it an unstoppable day.
Day.
Yes, indeed. Take care, you guys.